Hello, hello, hello. I'm Angela, and this is Lytraze Tarot. And I'm doing an unboxing of a deck I purchased called Tarot del Toro. And this deck is designed and carved by Thomas Haijo. Hopefully I said that right. And it is inspired and supervised by Guillermo del Toro. He is I can't speak the right word. Let me think the right word. He is a film producer. He has made movies such as Pan's Labyrinth, Crimson Peak, and The Shape of Water. So yes, the characters from this man's films that will be in part of here. But I have not seen the other movies. Maybe you guys have, but I did watch Pan's Labyrinth, so that I would be able to get a hold of, get a grasp on some of the cards. The other ones, we'll see how fun that's going to be for me to find out. Anyways, here's the sides of the deck, the box that this deck comes in, and the back. The backing of the deck explains what the deck is about. Discover the hidden messages of tarot with the original deck inspired by the wondrous world of Guillermo del Toro, and I probably just totally annihilated that word. This deck, created under the supervision of the master filmmaker and designed and illustrated by Thomas Haijo, that's how you say it. Haijo. Features sumptuous original artwork inspired by the themes, imagery, and characters of some of Del Toro's most popular films, including Pan's Labyrinth, Crimson Peak, and The Shape of Water. Also, there are other ones by him that I couldn't find. I was looking them up. Hellboy 1 and probably Hellboys 2. So we're going to get into the deck. So the top of this is a lot of raised up filling here, raised up lettering, raised up artwork. You can feel the, I don't know if you can hear that. Let me see if I could do it here by the microphone. As you can see, it has noise. Unlike this, where I'm doing an ASMR. No. You like that sound? So I'm scratching on the hand. So as you know, if you've seen Pan's Labyrinth, this hand is the creature that sits at the feasting table, and he minds his own business. He has his eyeballs inside a plate in front of him, and if you're a child going through his nice big huge large table of food that is so sumptuous and yummy, and who wouldn't want to just take one of those grapes? And if you take one bit of a morsel off of that table, this creature puts his eyeballs in his hands and comes after you. And you're lucky if you escape. Anyways, so much for that. Now, we're going to unbox. So we lift it up. It's a lifting box. It doesn't have a little flapperoo. So here we go for that. Here is a book. And in the book, we have a chicken. Above. The chicken looks, oh wait, no, that's not a chicken. That is actually, now I'm so wrong. I was so wrong on that. This is the mandrake root, and there is a bowl. And the mandrake root, of course, if you've watched Pan's Labyrinth, this is the bowl that the mandrake root was put in so that the baby could survive and the mother would be okay. So mandrake root, it looks just like a human, does it not? And I'd like to probably maybe find a mandrake root and check it out. So in the guidebook, we have Tarot del Toro. We have a table of contents and a picture there. And forwarding, introduction, what is tarot? They have the major arcana, which goes through all the different ones. Let's see. And then we come to, hold on, we will get there. Then we have Okay. The minor arcana and the suits and the courtly figures. He does not go through, he has the suits, the King of Wands and Queen of Wands, the Page and the Knight. And then we have the King of Cups or Goblets, and that goes through those courts, the King and Queen of Blades and their predecessors or people that come before them. And then we have the Disc, King and Queen of Disc. Then we have the numerical cards. Hold on, let me see. I probably went through that too fast, but there's the numerical cards, the explanations on them, then readings, and Don Miguel's cross method. There's a reading for there, 3 world readings, and let's see, what is at the end of the book? Final word. I'm like so messing up. And about Guillermo del Toro. Guillermo del Toro is the acclaimed director of Pan's Labyrinth, Hellboy, Pacific Rim, Crimson Peak, and The Shape of Water, for which he won the Academy Awards for the Best Picture and Best Director. His strain novels are international bestsellers. He lives in Los Angeles, and it shows about Thomas Hijo, who is the illustrator, printmaker, and a professor of illustration at the University of Salamanca in Spain. He has illustrated more than 70 books and written 10 of them, most of which are related to legends and folklore. He is the creator of the Necronomicon, a collection of prints inspired by H.P. Lovecraft, and a frequent collaborator with well-known Spanish radio and TV shows about Forteana and paranormal phenomena. Hijo received the Best Artwork Award from the Tolkien Society in 2015 in recognition of his works with J.R.R. Tolkien's books. This is for Guillermo, who I felt was a friend even before I met him. Thanks to Alana, who cared. Thanks to Arturo, who inspired. Thanks to Don Miguel, who taught. And thanks to Sue, who helped. And then we have credits in the back. So that's the book. And let's see, what else do we have? And we'll just like scoot my little wires over there. So there's that in the book. And now we're going to get into the deck of cards. Here is the backing. The inside of the box, we have a purple little thing that helps you pull out the deck. Imagine that. The box looks very nice and geometrical. It looks really fancy. It's fancy is, I guess, the right word for that. Let's see, what is it? We've got the hand, we've got skulls, and the hand, and the tree, and a moon, and one other thing in there. I don't know what the other thing is. Some little green thing. But there is the inside of the box, and the other side is the same. So, here we go. The artwork, here's the deck. It fits in my hand, and my hand's pretty small already. So, nice size, pretty heavy, good cardstock. Let's see, we go like that. Pretty good. Doesn't feel like it's gonna break like one other deck I have. Here is the artwork on the back side of these cards. Yep, there we go. And we shall begin. And there is the Mandrake. That one will be an extra card that will be cast out to the side. The Fool. The Magician. The High Priestess. The Empress. The Emperor. the Hierophant. And yeah, there we go. He's got something out of his mouth. I don't know what the heck that is. Anyways, the Lovers. And they don't look like your original lovers. The Chariot. Justice. The Hermit. He's like, I don't want to. Oh, look at that. When I first looked at this deck, it was like, I don't want to have anything to do. Nope, this is that monster person that sits at the desk, at the table, with his eyeballs, looking to catch you, looking for answers. Pretty relevant. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. How will your fortune go? The Strength card, which is coming in after the Wheel of Fortune. So he's done exactly like Toro has done, where they've reversed the numbers. So there's the Strength card, and he's like trying to pry open that person's mouth, that monster's mouth. We have the Hangman, and that is a baby in a bottle. What the heck? We have the Devil, and if you notice, it does not have the name of the card on there. Imagine that. The Temperance card. Oh wait, whoops, that was the Death card. I apologize. There's the Devil. So there's Mr. Devil, and minions. There's no females there. They're little minions there, tied, bound. Interesting deck. Here is the Tower card. Now this, yeah, I'm shaking. Imagine that. So the Tower card, look at the people, they've fallen out, but the deck doesn't look as bad. I mean, there was a house connected to the tower, and it looks like it would be on the head with this ringlet, this neckline deal that goes around on older type of clothing. We have this Star card. So here is the Star. She's just sitting there. She got herself the little fairies out of like Pan's Labyrinth. Yes. At first I didn't even recognize, I didn't know I was calling them cockroaches. Whoops, my bad. We have the Moon card. Again, this Moon card, this one, we have the frog that's in the tree in Pan's Labyrinth, the one that eats it keeps this tree from having life. Unless you feed it the stones, and then it expels a key. We have the Sun card. And it's pretty interesting because in this deck, notice how there's the couple instead of just a little baby coming out saying, hello world, here I am. We have a couple, and we have what is that, a stick that has a mouth. It looks so backwards. We have the Judgment card, and that looks like a bullet. Like you shot yourself in your own foot there. And we have the World card, which is, it looks more like a cocoon, like a pulpe, P-U-L-P-E. So this is the World card. It'd be interesting to be using this deck. Okay, now we come up with the rest of the deck. This is the Minor Arcana, King of Wands, no eyeballs. And there are some letterings and stuff like that too there. But we have the King of Wands right there. The Queen of Wands again. Her eyes are just like that. Not really there. We have the Knight of Wands. And he is riding on a grasshopper who would actually turn into a fairy, you know, in the movie. We have the Valet of Wands, which is actually your Page of Wands. The Ten of Wands, now here's where I feel this is a lot like Tarot, where it's more of the symbolism. So this is where, for some of you, the imagery on these will be more just symbolic. That's it. Like you would have to be able to recognize patterns and see patterns and stuff using your intuition too. We have the Ten of Wands here. The Nine of Wands. The Eight of Wands. The Seven of Wands. The Six of Wands. The Five of Wands. The Four of Wands. The Three of Wands. See how two of them are down and one is up? That darn phone. Oh boy. The Two of Wands. One is up, one is down. Which way do you go? And the Ace of Wands. And it has a wreath up on the top, and it's got growth on both sides. Kind of reminds me of Jack and the Beanstalk growing through the clouds. Now we come to King of Goblets, which is also known as the Suit of Cups. Water, King of Goblets. Queen of Goblets. She's got a book there too in her hand. He has a cup. She's got the book. Something's falling in there. We have the Knight of Goblets. He's got his cup and he's like in a box, coming out of a box, and someone else is carrying him. Imagine that. And there's little birds there too. Interesting. The Valet of Goblets. Valet of Goblets. And he's putting his whatever, his tongue thingy into there. He's got himself a scroll package still with him, like he's going to be studying something. I don't know which movie this is off of. The Ten of Cups, again, more thaw-inspired it looks to be. Ten of Cups. Nine of Cups. Eight of Cups. Seven of Cups. Now we get a little bit more interesting here, that we have one big cup in the middle versus three on top and three on the bottom. And notice how the two up here are upright and one is pouring into the cup, and then we have one down below to catch whatever's coming out of that cup. We got two that have already spilt out. We've also got leaves in here. Imagine that. Now that's the difference. Leaves for growth, up and down. One's falling and one's going up. Skull too. We have the Six of Cups. And I have to look at this really quick. We've got two cups up, or three cups up and three cups down. So that would say that there's a blending of energy to me. There's like a balance here, negative and positive balance. We have the Four Cups. Wait, what? Where did a Five of Cups? Messed up. Bleh. Five of Cups. So again, more of this energy right there. So we've got the Five of Cups. And let's see what's the difference between the two. Is there any difference? Two of them are down. Oh, wait, there's actually, these two are up right here, and these two are upright. One is actually, if you notice, here, there's a crack in one cup, and here we have a crack in that cup right there. Interesting. And then we have the Four of Cups. There's a crack in one of those cups, but they're pouring into each other. And they also have the leaves there too. Then we have the Three of Cups. They're all on their sides. You could go this way, that way, but this is the way that they're looking. Each one is on their side. 2 are going forward, 1 going back. We've got the Two of Cups. And look at the beauty of that one. All those little leaves just surrounding them, making them even. So you could get this upside down or not, and it would still be the same. We have the Ace of Cups, or Ace of Goblets. Ace of Goblets. Now here there's 2 hands here instead of just 1. There's things coming out, and there's some stuff dripping out of that cup, and the other one is catching it. The King of Blades, which would be the King of Swords suit. So here's the King of Blades. He's got himself a little pumpkin sitting there. Something right there. He's got a scroll in his hand, and he's holding on to his blade. The Queen of Blades. No. Oh, her head is on. What the heck? Her platter. Are you kidding me? She's got her head cut off and on a platter, and her crown is on the ground. That's going to be interesting. The Knight of Blades. He's got a chemical mask on his face, and so does his horse. Imagine that. We've got the Valet of Blades, or Valet of Blades, however you say that. And this one looks like she's just ready to cut whatever. She doesn't look too happy. There's like, not believing you. Don't know what to believe, but she's ready to cut ya. Don't mind me. 10 of Swords. Or 10 of Blades. 9 of Blades. 8 of Blades. 7 of Blades. 6 of Blades. 5 of Blades. 4 of Blades. 3 of Blades. 2 of Blades. And the Ace of Blades. Nice artwork on that one, and there's some symbology on there too. Now we come to the King of Disc. And this one I think is reminiscent of the Pan's Labyrinth. That's what I got a feeling of. The Queen of Disc. She's got gears in there inside of her. No face though. That's interesting. She has a face, but it's just not your normal face. The Knight of Disc. He's got himself a big old creature that's helping him out, whatnot. The Knight of Disc. It's like methodical there, like mechanical. And the Valet of Disc. Prince of Disc. Princess, whichever. And he's got the key right there. There's a key to an opening to unlock himself, maybe. The 10 of Pentacles. Disc. Nice geared up. The 9 of Pentacles. One step at a time. The 8 of Pentacles. A meeting of the minds. That's what I get. The 7 of Pentacles. Waiting on an idea. One big, huge idea. And looks like we've got 3 people working on this side and 3 people working on that side. One main idea, but 2 different goals. The 6 of Pentacles. Balancing. Being able to intertwine. The Five of Pentacles. One big person and 4 different little ideas. Notice the colors too. The Four of Pentacles. 2 big wheels and 2 small deals. 2 big wheels and 2 small deals. The Three of Pentacles. All in alignment, working together. But one person is in charge, obviously, versus the other 2. They're coming into alignment with that. And then we've got the Two of Pentacles. Both on the same page, making choices, right? This is about adding a new element. And the Ace of Pentacles, or Ace of Disc. And here we've got someone, he's got a pair of tongs, and it looks like he's forged a new idea. He's holding on to this pentacle, this disc, and he's just made it, because you wouldn't hold that without a pair of tongs unless it's just been freshly minted and it's still hot. So there we go. Now let's see how well these cards can shuffle. So they shuffle pretty smoothly if you were to shuffle them that way. So they shuffle really good, and I'm going to be so excited to both get to use them finally. Yay! So yes, they shuffle really nice, and we're going to check and see how well they go and shuffle this way. Because I usually do them this way, and sometimes, let's see, for me, my hands are small, so it's a little more difficult for me to get these big cards like this in my hands like this. But we will see how they go. Oh, there we go. Ah, that feels so good, right? And I know I just got some in upside down probably, but that's okay. It doesn't look like I'm going to want to be doing my cards too much like that, because I already have a feeling from shuffling them this way that they will end up getting a little bit of an indentation. So I believe I'll be doing more of this bit, and maybe this. This is easier for me to do it this way, where I can just shuffle them that way. So they're easier to shuffle if you can shuffle sideways. If your hands are bigger, I'm pretty sure you'd be all right. And then let's see what we have at the bottom of the deck. Did we get them good enough? Boom. We have the 8 of Wands. So that's going to be in our book. Let's go to our little book. So at the bottom of the deck, what does this deck have to say? The 8 of Wands. So that's going to fall under the numerical part of this deal, because it has a different way of reading these cards. So with the 8 of Wands, this would be about defeat. We have been defeated in conflict, is what this is saying. And so with this, I would say that you're taking action, because the wands are about action, taking action to promote growth, to go forward. Even though there's been defeat, this is pushing forward regardless. So yeah, having to go up these steps with these two different people having different opinions, totally different than the other rest of the deck. And at the top of the deck, we have the 4 of Swords. So with the 4, this is stability. So we've got stability, there's defeat, but making progress. And then we have the 4 of Swords with finding a stability. So there must have been a challenge for someone. The communication had to be brought together, like see eye to eye, kind of still challenging, but there's stableness there. So there we go, 4 and 8, which are positive numbers. Well, they're actually even numbers, so they're pretty much, there's no conflict really. And as far as the elements go, we have then the blades, which is air, and we have fire. So air and fire together means that there's a lot of action. If we add up these numbers, because in this book you can add these, it's suggested to add the numbers, like, you know, for how people when they do their decks. They suggest how to do something, so you can do it that way. If you add up the numbers, we got 8 and 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we got 12, which would be the hangman, which would be about trying to see a new perspective, get a new perspective on things. But of course, in this book, it'll probably throw me off because the meanings behind theirs here, the hangman, feet are what connect you to the ground, and when you are poor, none of that ground belongs to you. Okay. The Shape of Water novelization. So there is your unboxing. I hope you enjoyed that, and may y'all have a great day. Bye.